The Green Bay Packers ain't winning their division, so they fighting for a wild card spot. You look at all of the things we talked about, wide receivers, Aaron Rodgers not being on rapport with those guys. They were supposed to lean into the run. The offensive line has been as bad as we could possibly imagine. Yeah, it's time to panic. Y'all, they just lost to the Washington Commanders. Y'all heard me? They lost to the Washington Commanders.
Yeah. I mean, Taylor Heineke, they dominated. That game was a fascinating vision of what the Packers offense is. If you didn't see it, one of their touchdowns was a defensive touchdown.
That's right.
So their offense looks bad, their defense looks bad. How much of this is on Rodgers? What responsibility for what we are seeing in Green Bay does he have to bear?
I mean, he's the starting quarterback. He's the back-to-back MVP. So, there's a lot of expectations for him, and he's not living up to those expectations for whatever reason. The offensive line not being as good as it once was. The receivers not being nearly as good as they were last year, or at least Devontae Adams was last year. So there's lots of problems. There's lots of excuses or reasons why. The solution for this, I think, is to go back to the most simple thing is get under center and run the ball. They're trying to run the ball from shotgun a lot and just live in shotgun. It's a really hard thing to do to have an effective running attack from shotgun if your quarterback's not a real running threat.
It looks to me like when a team's problems are exactly what everyone projected they would be, then that feels like a coaching problem. It feels like these were problems that were foreseeable.
Listen, 100%. I mean, you think if you went to Baton Rouge with them, you need to keep drinking whatever they're drinking because you on it today, and I like it. But Matt LaFleur is expecting to get different results doing the exact same thing, and we all know what that definition is. So as we're looking at what the Green Bay Packers are doing, their two best players are in the backfield. The players that we knew we couldn't count on right away were this receiving core and trying to develop them. One receiver can't get on the field in Watson. The other has had significant drops in monumental moments of games, which you can't have, so there's a ton of pressure there. And as you're looking at the game plans, they're not changing anything. And to your point, go back to what makes football simple for everybody. How do you get receivers open or one-on-one matchups? You do play action when you're bringing guys down the box to go one-on-one. There are a lot of different things that you can scheme in. And right now the Packers are not making adjustments and expecting it to look different.
Final word, Danny.
You say their problems are exactly – they have more problems than they expect, right? They thought the defense would be good. They thought the special teams would be fixed. The last couple of weeks it has looked like neither one of those things is true. So they're trying to put out a lot of fires all at once. Everyone's got their eye on them. The trade deadline is a week from today. Will they add a wide receiver? Even if they do, will that fix all of their issues? I think there are legitimate questions about this team that they didn't anticipate in addition to the ones that they did.
And if it doesn't get better in a hurry, and it doesn't figure to with Buffalo and Philly coming up next, then what direction do they? Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.